expert. You can definitely check them on, shout your material out, where they can find you at, so they can know that you're legit, Locario.
Yeah, they can check me out on MrLocario.com. That's MrLocario.com, or MrLocariotv.com. You can check that out. Also, check out badboymembership.com. So any of you guys want to step up your game, go to my membership site. It's badboymembership.com. You get 45 to 90-minute audio and video tutorials every month that'll help you step up your game. You feel me? So check all those out.
All right.
That's what's up, man. That's the resume right there.
And that's basically why we was like, yo, you know what? Since we're bringing this topic up, we got to bring Locario back on the show, because for those who don't know, we had Mr. Locario on the show in the past. But, you know what I mean? But now we got to bring him back, because we're going to really dig into this title, like when it comes to good guys and bad guys. Like,
the good girls versus the bad girls, because you're starting to see the frustrations amongst these people in general.
Right. Yeah, good guys, bad guys, bad girls. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Right,
so we just go basically start with the root of it, man. Like, we got to start with, first of all, with nice guys and bad girls. Like, why do you think nice guys, or quote-unquote nice guys, struggle so hard in the dating game?
Well, I mean, you know what it is? It's like one of those, like that whole, nice guys and bad boys and all that. It's really something like, for years, that's been a problem or an issue with dudes just being confused about how they should go about getting chicks. So a lot of dudes who are the quote-unquote nice guys, they feel that they get the short end of the stick. They feel that girls aren't appreciating them. They feel that women just want the guys who act like jerks and everything like that. And the thing is, even in my book, The Magnificent 10 Crucial Dating Tips for Men, you guys can get that for free at my website, MrLocario.com. But in that book, I talk about how a nice guy isn't really a nice guy. Like, when you think you're a nice guy, you're trying to be a nice guy, you're not really being yourself. And then since you're not being yourself, the real you isn't coming out, and then she doesn't get to feel the real you. She doesn't get to feel that experience of who you really are. You're just trying to impress her, or you're trying to be too on your best behavior. You're too scared to really let her know what's on your mind, and that's what makes you seem like a nice guy. But that's not who you really are. Who you really are is yourself. And most guys have more of a bad boy image when they're being themselves, and I keep trying to tell dudes that, and that's what women are really attracted to. It's not that women are attracted to the bad boys, it's that women are attracted to the guys who are being themselves, because the bad boy is a nice guy is actually the same dude, but the bad boy that is really just the guy who's being himself. You understand what I'm saying? So when a woman sees a guy who's and he seems like a bad boy, it's just him being himself, because a person, we're very layered, so we're not going to be, nice all the time or polite or gentle all the time, and we're not going to be, kind of like asshole type of dude all the time. But it's somewhere in the middle that's who you are. That's how people are. We're very three-dimensional. You understand? So I always tell guys, look, all you have to really do is not be afraid to be yourself. And then when you don't be afraid to be yourself, that's when girls are going to be feeling you more. So it's not about dudes think they got to pretend to be a jerk or pretend to be an asshole in order to get girls to like them. And I'm like, that's not going to work either, because pretending to be a jerk is the same thing as pretending to be this super nice guy. Both of those are fake. You understand? So you got to be in the middle, which is yourself, and then you'll be good. You know what I mean? That's what it's about.
Because you know what I think it is too? I think it's that, some dudes are most dudes are trying to act like a bad boy or whatever to try to impress a chick that they know they could never get,
Well, see, that's the thing too. Like, even the mindset of thinking there's certain girls you can never get. That's what messes up dudes too. You know what I'm saying?
I say that's also like you already having doubt in your mind. When you have the doubt, you're not gonna snatch her. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be able to connect with her.
Right, exactly. And also, a lot of dudes got to understand, like, you have to really tap into what women are about and what makes them, like, tick. Because for women, it's really about the experience and the feelings, like how they feel when they're around you. Like, women usually will get addicted and get attached to a guy who makes them feel something, a strong emotional feeling, because they're going to keep chasing that feeling. So the thing is that if you know how to really tap into those feelings, if you know how to create that situation, then those are the type of girls who are going to continue to want to call you and see you and make things happen. A lot of guys just don't know how to do that, because the way that we think very logically. We're thinking, very linear, but for women, it's more so the experience, and that experience is going to make her latch on to you. This is why you'll see a woman keep running back to a guy who's probably treating her like crap or whatever, because even though the feeling is negative, it's a feeling, it's a strong experience that she's feeling with him. You understand? Versus if you have another guy who, there's not really that strong of a feeling. He's kind of boring. It's kind of like plain. When he talks to her, there's no excitement. So that's what makes her not really be attracted to that dude. You understand? And a lot of guys think it's about looks. A lot of guys think it's about all this other stuff. But it's really about tapping into those feelings and making it happen.
Hey,
grab that bitch up sometime. Grab her up, rough her up a little bit.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, they be very low energy.
Right, exactly. No, it's true, man. I'm telling you, you see all the time women with dudes who you would be surprised or shocked that they're into these guys, but what some of these guys understood is that once they, tap into them feelings and them emotions, that's what makes the girl, want to keep going. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes the girl want to keep messing with you. You know what I mean?
Oh no, we've seen plenty of stuff like that, like Jermaine Dupri and Janet Jackson and Flavor Flav and Delicious, shit like that. You know what I mean?
It happens more than you think. Like, if you just go out and look around, you'll see that all the time. And it's like, dudes try to make excuses. They'll be like, oh, it's because those guys got money or these. And it's like, most people don't have money like that. So you can't really use that excuse. There's too many guys who's the average looking dude who will have a chick or a bad chick with them. And it's like not, all these guys don't have all that money. You understand what I'm saying? And the thing is, the feelings that a woman feels for a dude in any situation, it always trumps the money or trumps the looks. This is why, a chick, you hear about dudes banging chicks in alleyways or in bathrooms at clubs, or, a dude will live at home with his mom and he'll still be able to take chicks home and smash because the chick, she's feeling, yeah, exactly. She's feeling him so much. She's feeling that dude so much that it don't all that other stuff. It doesn't matter. Like, now, all that other stuff could help. Like, if you have money and stuff, that could help. If if you're a good-looking dude, that can help you in a certain way where you could have a little bit of an advantage in certain situations. But at the end of the day, your game and how you really, pull that chick in, that's what's going to really keep her around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, now this true here. Now, our women are more intrigued by what they hear, and our guys are intrigued by what they see.
Yeah, women are more intrigued by what they hear and how what they hear, and it could be see too, but mostly what they hear and how it makes them feel. Like, anything that goes back to making them feel good. You understand? Because it's like for example, women, men, when we have sex with women, we're basically doing a lot of stuff to women. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, we're penetrating them, we're doing all this other stuff. So women are receiving the pleasure from the penetration and all this other stuff we're doing. So the thing is that when the woman is feeling this, she's taking in all this all the sensation of and all the feelings that go along with that stuff. So what happens is that since she's feeling that, all she's really experiencing is those feelings. So no matter who's doing those feelings, or no matter who's participating or helping her achieve those feelings, it doesn't really matter. It could be me, it could be you, it could be any other dude. But the fact is that when she feels those feelings, she gets addicted to those feelings. The reason why she gets addicted to the guy is because the guy is the one who's providing her those feelings. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I try to tell guys is that you could be the guy providing her those feelings, which will make her get attached to you. You see what I'm saying? So that's the part that guys, they gloss over. They think, oh, let me just get a lot of money. Let me just try to, I'm going to, get more clothes so I can look fly. And all of that stuff is cool. That's icing on the cake, but it's not really like the source of what you really need to be doing. You feel what I'm saying? Because a dude who has more game than you can snatch the chick away or will bag more chicks than you, or bag the chick you try to bag, because he understands, the source of what he needs to be doing in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, because one of the more important things is, like, if tight game trumps money. Because if you see the movies, like I was watching this earlier, Casino, where you had Leslie Diamond and Ace Rothstein and Ginger. And Ace was taking care of her, pandering her, but yet he was Leslie Diamond. He was the pimp that didn't have no money. He was a low down hustler, and he kept on having Ginger breaking bread, even stealing money out of Ace to give to him.
Because he was banging Ginger back out. That's why.
he tried to buy affection.
Rossi wasn't giving her nothing. He was too busy, you know what I'm saying, all in the casino, making sure the casino was run properly. And all he kept doing was showering her with money and gifts, thinking like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna buy this bitch. No, she just wanted some cock.
Right.
He tried to buy $1 million in jewelry and robes and all that, but yet she wasn't happy. But yet whenever Lester would come around, she would get all emotional. She get her emotions all riled up, and she'll start stealing money and giving it to him. I said, wow. That's telling me right there that a real good mouthpiece could trump a straight up trump card for real.
No, that's the thing, because like, see, the money and all of that is an added bonus. You understand? It's like, it's a bonus to have that, but you can't. When dudes try to use that as their whole game, you understand what I'm saying? Like, that's when they lose. Exactly. That's when you ain't gonna really get anything accomplished. Because the thing is this, I always tell a dude, like, imagine you got a dude with no game, and you give him like $20 million today, right? Now he could probably go buy some prostitutes, but you could buy prostitutes even when you ain't got money like that. So like, everybody got enough to pay a prostitute. You can pay a prostitute a couple $100 or whatever, do what you got to do. So it's not like, oh, now that he's a millionaire, he can get prostitutes. He could have got that, whatever. But the thing is, if you give a dude money who doesn't have any game, right? All the money he's gonna do is it's gonna turn him into even a bigger simp or trick than he was before. You see what I'm saying? That's all he's gonna do. So it's like you're not really doing that for him, because the thing is that there will be chicks who are gonna flock to him if they know he has money, because even just because the dude has money, the chicks
because they need their hair done, their nails did, you know what I mean?
Right.
Their phone bill paid for. Yeah.
Right, so they go,
and all he's going to get is a kiss on the cheek.
Right, and they're going to take advantage of him and spend all his money, do all this other stuff, and he's going to be left there looking broke and stupid. So the thing is that, if you have money plus game, then, it'll enhance what you're trying to do. You understand what I'm saying? But you can't just use the money as your game, because then that, it's not really doing anything for you. You don't learn anything. You don't have what's in your mind to make that happen. So it's the difference between giving someone $10 million versus someone working their ass off for years to build a business to get $10 million. Because if both those guys lose the $10 million, right, the guy who built the business, he has in his mind the skills to create that money again. The guy who doesn't, who just got handed the $10 million, once he loses that, it's over, because he doesn't have the skill in his mind to create the $10 million again. And that's the difference between a person who has game and a person who doesn't. The person who doesn't have game, sometimes they luck up on certain things. Sometimes things might fall in their lap here and there, but once they lose it, they're not able to get it back. The person who has game, who loses something, can always get it back because the game is instilled in them. You understand? And that's the part that, that dudes just miss out on. You gotta, if you understand the game and understand what you need to do, you can always build back up, and you can always get another chick. You can always get more money. You can always do all this other stuff. But if you don't have any game, it's going to suck for you, and everything that's been handed to you is gone. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that's crazy.
But this is the simp logic right here. The simp logic is like, let's say they get turned down or rejected from a date, or get flaked on. First thing they'll be like, you just wait, bitch. You just wait till I go to Def Jam. I'm going to go platinum. I ain't going to do that for my bandwagon.
I used to Def Jam, though. So you go to Def Jam, they're going to put his album right on the show.
Right. Yeah, but that's that insecurity.
See, like the shit that I used to do though, like when I was younger, whatever, coming up in the damn world, like what I used to do, I used to just fuck with the chicks that wanted to fuck with me. Like like most motherfuckers will know a chick that's gonna give them the time of day instead of just chasing a chick that's gonna give you a fucking hard time. That's what I started doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I mean? Some motherfuckers just, like you wasting your time chasing this chick. Like you taking this chick to the movies, taking this chick dancing, skating, whatever the case may be. You do all this shit, spend like $200 on a date, and then all you get is like what? A kiss on the cheek, and she goes to the next dude and gives him top.
Right. That's the Doug Funny syndrome.
You know what I'm saying?
That happens all the time, man. It happens all the time, yo. That's why, and that's another thing too. Guys got to understand, when a chick is really feeling them, or when a chick is just playing them. You feel what I'm saying? Or when a chick is just using you for attention. You know what I mean? And it happens to everybody. It happens to all guys. Like, there's gonna be certain girls who you think is into you, and they're not really into you. They just playing around. They just, using you for attention. They using you for your money, and then you waste your time, and you like.
But that's what you're supposed to know. Like at that time, like when I was doing it, I knew when a chick was just wasting time. Like, you know what? I'm not with it. I'm just gonna carry on. And then when she see you with the next chick that is even better than her, that's what makes it even more tight. She worse. You're gonna go fuck with this other chick because she's just mad because she look better than her. That's the only reason why she mad.
Right. And you know what it is too. Like a lot of dudes, they hit me up and they ask me like, how do you know if a chick is playing you or wasting your time or whatever like that? And the best way to do it is you got to get to the point as soon as possible when you're dealing with a chick about what you're trying to do with her. So what happens is that
ding.
You know what I'm saying? They beat around the bush. Right, they beat around the bush too much. They're sort of scared to let a chick know what they're trying to do. They sort of scared to really like let a chick know what it is because they don't want the rejection to happen. They're trying to prolong the rejection if the rejection might happen, right? But the thing is, if you basically tell a chick to put up or shut up type shit, that's what's gonna make her either have to shit or get off the pot. You understand what I'm saying? So at a certain point, when you make the point quicker, what's going to happen is that she's going to have to make a decision at that point to either flow where you're trying to go or she's going to have to just bounce because there's really no in between. So it's kind of like, let's say and the thing is that, they'll sort of like string you along because they want all the attention and you're allowing her to string you along because you're going too slow. So it's the same concept of, let's say if you were, in a gang or something like that and then there was some kid around the way who, he liked the thought of the gang. He wanted to be down with the gang or whatever. And you're like, all right, cool. So you know what? If you down with this gang, you got to take this gun and go rob that store real quick and then bring back all the money, right? So if he's down with it, if he's really about that life, then he's going to do it. If he's not, he's going to be like, nah, I don't know. And then now he's like, all right, get out of here. You ain't down with it. You understand? Same thing applies for the chicks. If you're talking to them and you say, listen, and if you're just trying to hook up, and let's say you meet a chick at a party or online or whatever, y'all hanging out, and you're like, listen, I'm really feeling you. I ain't really got time to be dating and all of that, but you kind of cute. Let's go back to the crib, chill, and let's do it, right? Exactly, let's do that, right? And then she gonna either have to do it or she's not gonna do it. And then if she don't do it, at least she didn't waste your time with a chick who's like on that BS. You know what I'm saying? So it's really about just, being precise and detailed and specific with what you're saying to these chicks at all times because then you'll save yourself a lot of time.
Do you think that a lot of these dudes, with a lot of these dudes that the lack of options that they have plays subconsciously on their mind, which is why they like be very nervous or be afraid to take that bold stance?
Right, that's true.
Yeah, because they put that certain girl on such a fucking pedestal. It's like, damn, if she says no to me, that's it. My world is over. You know what I'm saying? That's the Laura Winslow syndrome.
Right, and you know what it is when you're in that position, when you don't have that many options, what happens is that you start to end up either, you know, lowering your standards, or you start to put up with a lot of nonsense from women because you feel like, oh, this is the only girl I'm talking to now, so I don't want to lose her, so I'm going to try to tiptoe and all this other stuff. But see, the thing is by doing that, that right there, or thinking that way, is actually the thing that is keeping you from having more options. Do you understand? Because everything is energy. So when you're putting out that energy that you have lack, and that girl that you're dealing with, that one girl you're dealing with, the only girl you're chilling with right now, she could feel that, and then she'll take advantage of you through knowing that information. You understand? Because you're giving off that vibe of lack through her, through how you react to her, respond to her, you call in, you texting all the time, she's your only option for sex and all this other stuff. Now, if this is the case, right, and you know, you don't want to go down that road, and in order to get more options, you have to basically first believe that you have the ability to get more options, right? Then you have to actually work at getting more options, even at the expense of losing that chick if she's playing around. So what that means is that, let's say you're dealing with one girl and she's the only girl you're dealing with, and you know you want to make something pop with her, and you know you get to the point, and then you're like, oh well, should I actually get to the point and tell her, or should I, you know, be more laid back because I don't want to lose her? Nah, you have to be willing to lose her in order to get more chicks, because what's going to happen is if you tell her, hey, I just want to hook up with you, and she's not down with it, then you be like, all right, cool, I'm going to bounce. And then what's going to happen is that now you know that you don't really got anything going on. That's going to propel you to have to go out and holler at more chicks. Now you got to go out and talk to more girls, not in the needy sense, but not in the needy sense, but in the sense of, okay, well, I want more options, so I got to go get more options, because by you chilling around that one girl and by you tiptoeing around that one girl is keeping you orbiting around that one girl, which is making you not being out there actually going to get more chicks. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to first have the mindset of, oh, I can get more, and actually do it. But the thing is, the problem is most dudes don't want to do that. Most dudes are scared to actually go out there and do it because they feel like they can't. They feel like it's too much work. They feel like, oh well, you know, I don't think I could do all this other stuff. So it's like you gotta really train your mind and train yourself to do it.
That's why.
Like approaching women being hit with a silver bullet or something.
Motherfuckers like, fuck that. I'd rather go to Pornhub than go to the club. Right.
Either that, they be like, I'd rather roll through some broken glass and cactuses before approaching this girl here.
Right. And that's why I'm saying I think social media has a role to play in that too, because you know, if you're like an 80s baby and before that, you already know what it is. We have to go out there and gain friends or talk to women or whatever the case may be. Nowadays, you don't even have to do that shit. You don't even have to step out your house. Literally, you
building options. You know, you can build your options just, you know, getting up in the morning, scratching your nuts and hitting Instagram.
Right.
Exactly. It's true. And that's what I'm saying. There's so many different ways to do it now, man. So many different ways where you could really, and the thing is, if you go hard, then things are going to happen for you. The problem is a lot of people don't want to work in the dating game. That's the thing. They don't want to put no work in. Dating is the only thing that is comparable to other aspects of life that people feel like, but people still feel like they don't have to work. So what I mean is, if you're trying to get a job, you got to go on a lot of job interviews. If you're trying to get fit and get a six pack and get muscles, you got to go to the gym, you know, a number of times a week. You understand? If you're trying to build a business, you got to work on that business all the time. But for some reason, when it comes to dating and relationships, people think they could sit on their ass and things are just going to come to them. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the problem where people have problems, where you actually got to go out there and do something. You got to get off your ass and do something. You got to put yourself out there, meet people, talk to people, socialize, and that's how it's going to happen for you. Other than that, it's not going to happen because people watch too many movies where you think you're just going down the street and, you know, you're going to see some girl that's going to be slow motion. The music will play.
At the end of the movie, you get the girl.
Right. You see the Rick James glow in the background.
Right, exactly. It's like, you know what I'm saying, that you have sex with no other girl. Yeah, you just waiting for this one girl till the end of the movie, and everything's all happy. Right. Get the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
And I'm glad they mentioned that. I'm glad they mentioned that in the 40-year-old version. Like they were saying, like, yo, you gotta bang these chicken heads out so like at least get some practice. Because what if this is the girl of your dreams, and you don't know what the fuck you're doing? You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what I was talking about the other day. I say, yo, you know, these dudes out here, they see that girl they want, and you most likely not gonna get her because you ain't had no practice, you know, talking to chicks before that. So how you gonna get this chick? It ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So if you believe in true love, it'll happen.
Right. Gotta be a wolf out there. Hey, I think we have a 310 caller. Let's see what this is. 310.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is KME. How's it going?
What's good,
all right,
bro?
Man, I'm loving this show right now. I've been meaning to call in for a while, Eric, but yeah, you're speaking my language. I do, not on as grand of a stage as Mr. Locario, but Eric, you see me on Facebook. I get super annoyed when I see dudes just complaining and crying about being in the friend zone and all that stuff, and it's a sad state of affairs.
It really is, bro. I remember when you was going in on those nerds.
When I date women, I don't date them from a place that, oh, I hope this girl likes me. I come from a place of when I date is I hope me and this girl have something compatible and, you know, something that, you know, I'm attracted to as well. I'm not looking at, oh, is she going to be happy with me? I look at it as, am I going to be happy with her also? I don't ever come from a place of less than or from a place of lack. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of guys do that. And
basically, you're not going to make yourself. You're not going to make yourself uncomfortable for the next person, so to speak. You know what I mean? You're going to make sure you're comfortable too.
Yeah, yeah. And then what Mr. Locario said about the nice dude, those guys are the most deceptive dudes they are because they're not you're not being nice as an altruistic measure. You're being nice because you want this girl to like you back. And you think, oh, buying her stuff and kissing her ass might get her to like you, and when she doesn't like you, you flip the script on her like she did something wrong. I mean, if you're giving somebody free stuff, of course they're gonna accept it, man. And you can't be mad when they don't reciprocate your feelings. And it's like I said,
I ain't gonna lie, like shit. Some of the nice motherfuckers are the ones that's the axe murderers. The ones that show quiet and be buying everything.
Yeah, and you know what? That's a very good point. And the thing is, women are thinking about that too. It's like, golly, I haven't even done anything for this dude, and he's already giving me the world. There's something weird with that.
Right.
You ain't get a handshake. You gonna give him the whole planet.
Right.
Yeah.
you know. It's interesting though. Like what you were saying about like, you know, you're looking at a chick and not worrying too much about, oh, if she just likes me. You know, you want to see if you like her. And I tell a lot of guys, it's like, you know, you don't ever have to really worry about a chick if a chick likes you, because what you got to look for is if you like her. That's what you got to look for first. So when you even talking to girls, you got to qualify them to say, okay, is this the type of chick I even want to bother or mess with? Because the thing is that if a chick is going to like you once you know that this is the chick you're choosing to feel. So basically what that means is that once you decide that I want to mess with this girl, that means that you're deciding that she's the type of chick you're going to have on your team who's going to essentially follow your program. You understand? So the thing is that if she's feeling you, she's going to follow your program and everything's going to fall in line. So the thing is that if you're worrying too much about if the chick likes you, you're starting from a premise where you don't even need to start from, because it doesn't really matter.
Because if you really think of it, and she's out on a date or whatever with you, she's already feeling you to a certain extent. If she wasn't feeling you at all, she would have just stood you up.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
to
saying?
kick rock.
Right. So you don't gotta worry. You don't gotta worry too much about that. You gotta worry about if you feeling her and see if you want to continue to either mess with her. And that's the mindset that a lot of dudes should come from, because then that's the thing that gives you your confidence, and that's the thing that you're not really needy, you're not really thirsty, because you're flipping it and looking at it as you're the one deciding if you want to continue seeing her. Because the thing is, women will choose men. They'll choose who they want to, stick with and see and be and do all that other stuff with, right? But the thing is, as a man, you have to be able to flip all that stuff in your mind to be like, look, even though there's all these chicks out here, these dudes are sweating them, these dudes are doing all this, they doing the most, they out here being super nice guys, buying them gifts and all of that. I'm not doing that. I'm going to chill back and I'm going to relax and I'm going to pick and choose who I want to keep around. I remember I had a friend who he basically said that he said he doesn't, he said women don't give him pussy. He was like, he gives women dick. You understand? So he's basically saying, look, I'm not here to you're not giving me anything. I'm deciding if you get my shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm deciding if you get the pleasure that you want from me, not the other way around, because I can get whatever I want. You understand? I don't need your vagina. You understand? That's the energy you got to come at. You know?
Yeah, exactly. You hit the nail right on the head. Because once she knows that shit, she's gonna be on some. Oh, word. I'm gonna have to bring my A game, because this motherfucker's looking at me like, bitch, you come a dime a dozen. What's poppin'?
Right, exactly.
I had this girl a couple months ago. She saw me recently, and she was like, okay, Chris, I guess I'll give you a chance. I was like,
right.
you ain't giving me a chance.
That just sound like charity.
Yeah, it's like,
I guess I'll give you a chance. I guess I will. I guess.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, you're giving yourself a chance to rid yourself of all these chumps you've been hollering at. You ain't giving me a chance. You know what I'm saying? I don't ever look at women getting at me as a charity thing. I think a lot of guys do, and that's why you get these guys getting fixated on one girl instead of having a roster like you're supposed to have, and letting things play out. You get dudes that get one chick, they get fixated, they get obsessed, they start doing crazy.
See, why Shorty did that shit? Because she did shoeless shit at first because she had other niggas in the wings, and she gave them other dudes the buns, and they just straight gave her a swerve. Gave her a straight up swerve, like, yeah, thanks for the buns, I'll holler. So now she ain't doing this shit, she feeling lonely.
But
you know,
they
you
like
up.
those guys with that whole Steve Urkel syndrome. They like them guys that be like, gonna stick with you no matter what.
Yeah.
But a lot of guys they get they be thinking that these chicks got a lot of options, and the thing is, on the front end, chicks have options as far as the amount of numbers of guys that want to holler at them. But the thing is that they don't really have options as far as what they're attracted to. Meaning, like if you have a chick and she go on an online dating site, and let's say like 50 dudes is in her inbox hollering at her, right? She might like 2 or 3 of them. You understand what I'm saying? So she don't really got 50 dudes. She got 3 to choose from. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And then those 3, when she go out on a date with them or whatever, or she do go out with them or whatever, she still has to see if they click, and then, in a lot of cases they don't, so now she got to go back to the drawing board. So it's like they got a whole bunch of dudes trying to holler, but the thing is that they don't have the options that you think they have. So a lot of dudes think that women do, and then they start to feel like they I gotta impress her, I gotta compete with all these guys, and you don't need to do all of that. You understand? And the thing is, if you approach the girl and let her know, like, listen, she sees your value. That's what's gonna make the chick want to stick with you, because she's gonna be like, damn, I met this dude, which is you. And she's going to be like, oh, man, like, he's different than all these other guys, and I don't want to have to go through another 50 guys and not, you know what I'm saying, and not find anybody that I'm feeling. You understand? So that's
right,
yeah.
Damn, we said 50 guys? Jesus Christ. Her pussy's going to be mush.
Yeah, and I always tell dudes also to come from like when you're dating a woman, always come from a place that you're fitting her into your schedule, into your life.
Right.
You're not waiting for her to for whatever. You're fitting her in. You know, a lot of dudes when girls call, and this is how the quickest way to get friend zoned is that every time you call them or they call you, you're available. And you don't want to be that lame. You want to be a dude that's a high status male that, look, I've got time for you now. Let's hang out. Not, oh, can I just get 5 seconds? Just give me some time or whatever. Just begging for that stuff.
Yeah.
That's that reverse psychology right there.
They probably got that guy labeled as the. I bet if she looked through herself, he's like, oh, that's the available guy. Let me hit him up. He'll pick up the first way.
Yeah, he always sit there and listen to all my problems. Sit there and talk to that motherfucker for like 4 hours. Motherfucker think he accomplishes something. Like, yo, I'm talking for like 4 hours, son. Yo, I'm telling you, son, yo, I think I'm making breakthrough. I'm making a breakthrough, yo. You spoke for like 4 hours.
I'll just go over there and cuddle with you if you like.
It's crazy. Women will keep a dude on a friend zone forever.
Like, because I teach political science for a living. That's my job. I teach political science to college students. And the most precious commodity an individual has is their power, you know. And you don't want to just be giving that to women like Nino Brown gives out Thanksgiving turkeys. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that your power is evenly distributed and you're holding on to it. You don't want to just freely give that to a woman by letting her know that you're a bitch that's going to be doing anything she wants whenever she wants.
Right, exactly. You should never, and that's the thing, like, dudes, I feel like a lot of guys don't know their value. That's the part that's making dudes not understand, like, what's going on. You understand? Because they've been tricked into thinking, like, even society, they trick women into thinking, like, they're the shit, you understand? And they trick men into thinking that they're nothing. You understand? So now you got all these dudes out here, basically, just trying to beg and plead to get some attention from some women, and it's like, if you understood the power that you hold as a man,
stop drinking.
You know what I'm saying? If you understood the power you hold as a man, you would not even be out here thinking about friend zones, or you wouldn't be out here thinking about trying to be a nice guy and all that other stuff. You see what I'm saying? Like,
I don't get mad at the stuff. Like, I see dudes getting into arguments on Facebook over stuff that women put, what they require out of men and stuff like that. And I see dudes getting arguments with these chicks. I'm like, dude, she's actually being real and putting what she wants. Even if a woman, her moral code doesn't agree with mine, I just don't fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit there and get mad at her for liking what she likes, you know?
That shows you right there the lack of productivity about these men, man, because, I mean, don't sit a man that has priorities. He ain't going to sit there 3 or 4 in the morning arguing on Facebook with some chick across the planet.
Trying to prove a point and shit.
But you know,
type it in cap lock.
I think guys don't understand that that a lot of times too, when women say things that they want, they don't even know what they want. They're just talking from emotion in that moment. Do you understand?
Yeah,
like they're talking.
They're just saying whatever just to get Facebook likes. That's all that shit is about.
You know what I'm saying?
They're just trying to get as much Facebook. Like, can I please just find a man that'll satisfy me and take care of my 5 kids too?
It gets that bag. The worst ones be the ones that be using those Ronnie Ho quotes from Players Club.
Yeah. Yeah, but caller, you know, we about to go on a quick music break. You know what I'm saying? Got any shout outs? You got Chris, right?
Yeah, this is KME, Chris.
You got any shout outs, my dude?
Just shout out to everybody online, all those council dudes, the hip hop lovers, all of them cats, man. Just shout out.
All right.
Good looking out, man.
Thanks for the call, my dude.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Everybody take a little bit of a music intermission. The call-in number is Say, man, give him the call-in number.
619-924-0703. Use that number, babe.
Yeah, we have Mr. Locario is here, man. He's spitting that hot lava right now.
Word.
Yeah.
You're getting this for free. You're getting good game for free. Yo, make
I know,
sure.
So
Ain't no
make
excuse.
sure y'all go to badboymembership.com so you can get the exclusive game. You feel me? That's the hatchet right there. You feel me?
All right, now before you click off this video, I need you to do 3 quick things. First, I need you to click the link below to send me your questions, because if you have any questions, I'll answer them in a video. 2, click the link under that to get my free ebook, The Magnificent 10 Crucial Dating Tips for Men. It gives you 10 tips on how to attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.